Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is my day off, which means that I am working on a zine. It's a zine that I wrote actually. I wrote it in December, and it's just kind of been sitting on my computer. It's a story about going to a strip club and meeting a famous porn star. It's a pretty good story. This is what the cover is going to look like, and uh, I was sitting in my office just like putting it together, and I thought, maybe I'll put up a video and you can kind of see the process. I was trying to do this all on my computer. I was going to edit it all on my computer and then just print it out. And I'm a dumb old ways. I'm analog, and I was driving myself crazy, like in a silent room, me just screaming at the computer, like, "Why won't you fucking move the picture?" So then I just printed it all out, and I'm doing it the old school way. So I printed out 40 little pages, and now I am taping them down one by one in the proper way. I took these 5 sheets of paper and I fold them so that I get a little crease, so I know how, about where it's supposed to go, and then I just put it all together. So I'm gonna sit here. I didn't tell anyone I was going live, so probably nobody's gonna actually be on here to live chat or watch, but I figure I'll just upload the video later if you guys want to kind of see how I do it. The way I do my quarter size zines, I get them set up so that after they're copied, you can put them through and you can cut them, and then these pages just fall right on top of these pages. So page 1, the cover, inside, boom, boom, boom. And then when you get to this page, the next page after that is actually back here. So when you cut this page will fall right on top of that. So that's zine nerd stuff. So anyway, I'm just gonna be putting this together. I'll probably only do it for a couple minutes. I don't think anyone's actually gonna sign on and watch me or chat live, but I should do that sometime. I should do a live chat live video sometime and talk with all y'all while I'm doing my thing. So I just take this and tape it down. For the most part, the invisible tape is pretty invisible, but I try, sometimes I specifically want the tape to show up when I make my copies, but for this one I don't, so I'm going to kind of like try to push it down real flat. But for the most part, as long as you're not going over any words or any pictures, you're not going to see the tape in the photocopies. So I just try to like put that down like that. So I got this page here. The light in this is kind of like weird. Can't really even... there you go. So that, and then the next page is this one, because this will end up being like folded over like that. Yeah, it's a story that, like I said, I think I wrote most of it in November, and then I edited it in December, and then I got busy doing my time capsule zine and putting out the new issue of Behind the Zines and all of that. So I just haven't, this one's just been sitting on my desktop for a while now. But I figured it'd be kind of fun to put it out. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Today is bright and sunny. Yesterday in New Mexico it was slightly cloudy, which, that's a big deal for New Mexico. In Baltimore, they call it partly cloudy, but out here it's like, oh, weather might turn nasty. Better be ready. Which means that it might drizzle, which it did. It drizzled a little bit yesterday, which is great. We always need more moisture out here. But today's bright and sunny. I haven't even been outside. I was outside a bunch yesterday. And today I was like, oh, I'll whip this zine together, get it printed out, get it ready to mail, and then get lunch. And now I've been inside like all day working on it because it was more work than I thought it was going to be. Mostly because I tried to do it with a computer, which I love computers, but man, sometimes it's just easier. For me, you know what it is? Time-wise, it's probably the same. But my stress levels when I'm trying to edit on a computer and desktop publishing, and I have this great program called Libra, and I really like it a lot. And it's basically like Microsoft Word, but I don't know, for me it's a little easier to use. But man, it does not like images, and as soon as you start throwing images in there and moving the text around, it like jacks everything up, and then you print it and you're like, it didn't even print the fucking picture, and now my words are all out of order. And anyway, when I'm on the computer doing that kind of stuff, I just get stressed. And like when I'm doing this is meditation, man. This is chill. This is my comfort zone. I could literally do this for hours, which I have been doing for hours, but I can just sit here and just cut and paste and move, and it's like a relaxing endeavor. Some people hate the layout process. Some people, probably not the layout process. Some people hate the putting it together process. The putting it together process. You know, getting the photocopies made, folding it, and stapling it. That also is meditative. What I'm doing right now is a little bit creative because you kind of have to pay attention. But then when you actually make your copies, you're just like, you turn into a machine where you're just like, you know, folding, stapling, folding, stapling. But even that is a meditative process for me. I think people do similar things when they're like knitting, crocheting, stuff like that. For some people, painting is very meditative. For me, painting is creative, and it does relax me, but my mind is really on fire. So painting is not meditative exactly, but it is relaxing, I usually find. But making zines is like, that's how I chill out. I think about all the money I spend on zines, and I'm kind of to a point now where I'm self-sustaining. I have a lot of wonderful supporters on my Patreon and whatnot that, you know, I make a little bit of money, or I, you know, at least break even. This year I had to file taxes because I made so much money from my Patreon and my Etsy, which I haven't had to do before. And I was like, well, shit, if I'm going to be taxed on my $1,000 of Etsy sales, then I'm going to like file all my deductions. And when I did all that, I lost money because I'm like, well, I bought this and I bought that. And I figured up, I spent, I think around $400 or $500 in postage last year. How much did I spend? I just had it up. I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm talking about it. But my $1,000 or $2,000 of profits is, I also had $3,000 of expenses with toner and paper and all that kind of stuff. Well, I don't even know what it is now. It probably doesn't matter. Anyway, you get the idea. My point is, whether I make money or lose money, it's just like a nice process. This is what I do for my art. This is what I do to enjoy my life. And if I can tell a story along the way, that's cool too. I was hoping at least one person would just happen to catch on, because I think, doesn't it send you a notification like someone you know is live streaming? I'm going to set up I'll schedule an actual live stream so we can chit chat with y'all. Maybe I'll do that in the next month or so. Get that done like that. And then when you get to this part, now we're in the middle. So now these are going to be the exact center. This is the center fold. So it's the way you figure out your pages. So for a quarter size zine, it's one sheet of paper that you crease, and so it's 4 pages and 4 pages. So then each sheet of paper turns into 8 zine pages. So 5 sheets of paper, it's going to be a 40-page zine, which is pretty average. So this will be page 19. This will be page 20. And I haven't numbered my pages, but I'm probably going to. I used to not care about numbering my pages because when you're reading a zine, who the fuck cares what page number you're on? But I've learned that when you number your pages, it helps you as the creator, because then when you're putting it together, if your pages get out of order, you realize it before you staple it together. You can be like, oh, shit, this page is here. Oh, I missed a page, and you can like fix it. And if you don't number your pages, it's just a bunch of words. So unless you want to like reread every single story you just wrote, you need to number your pages. So once I get this put together, I'll probably throw at least a few page numbers on. I might just number. Sometimes I number just like the evens, or just anything, so you can see what order it is when you're putting it together. You don't want to fuck it up. So I want to show you. So I have 3. While we're here, I'll show you my 3 printers. So this is my printer that's hooked up to the computer. So I'm printing stuff out. Boom, boom, boom. This is a color copier I snagged for free, which is awesome. It's not the highest quality, but it's pretty good. So this is my big one. Get a little, and they all double as desks with piles of paper on top. But this is my one that I got off Craigslist a couple of years ago. It's my black and white. So I call them the Three Amigos, 1, 2, 3. And then I went and looked up the Three Amigos. And I put little pictures. This is Ned Niederlander, Lucky Day, and then Dusty Bottoms is the big one. That's the Chevy Chase, the big one. So if you're wondering, I've been thinking about getting a paper folder. That'll be my next big purchase. That will trifle. I just finished yesterday my newsletter. This is my new Desert Sun. I did a hand drawn. I got the originals here actually. So this is I hand drew them and then I folded them all together. But I'm thinking about getting a paper folder where you just put in a sheet of paper, just and just like folds it for you. So I mean, mailing that out today or tomorrow. Anyway, that's 10 minutes of me blah blah blahing. I love you guys. Hope you're doing all right, and be looking forward to the next zine coming soon to a mailbox near you. Bye.